everyone. I set myself the task this year of reading as many books on my physical TBR as possible and not buying a single book, so I'm not contributing to it either. If I keep buying books, then I'll never finish my TBR. I started the year with 69 books and I was down to 36, so I found another book though, so it's actually 70, and I read that book, so I'm down to 36. I started with 70 books and I'm down to 36 now, but what are those 36? That's what we're here to discuss today. I'm going to go through what's left on my TBR. I'm going to sort it into two categories. The first being what I'm really excited to read at the moment, and the other what I'm just not feeling right now, because I'm definitely a mood reader. And there will be a third category, and that's books that I'm not excited to read, but I'm questioning if I'm excited to read them ever. Books that maybe I bought and I just am interested in anymore, or books that were sent to me, because that happens often. Well, it used to happen often where I got sent books and I wouldn't necessarily have been talking to the publishers or to the author prior. It would just turn up, and that is sometimes it's great because I found really amazing books. And like, I keep looking up there to The Gifts by Liz Hyder. I just read that recently, and that was one that came unprompted to my doorstep, and I loved it. But sometimes things get sent that I just wouldn't have an interest in. So I'm gonna have my two piles and possibly a third category of books that I might possibly donate or unhaul. So let's get going. I'm gonna show you like in stacks what they are, but I'm not gonna go through everything individually. This is my TBR shelf, and there's a few there. I'm gonna take them off and start going through them. You have all of the books. Some of these I've even forgotten about, and I'm beginning to think perhaps I should move my unread books from the very bottom and maybe put them in the middle or something, so I can see the books and I'll be always excited about them because I won't forget about them. We're gonna just dive in, I guess. Okay, so The Priory of the Orange Tree. I started this. I got to page 78. This is not being read anytime soon. This is like gonna be like the last book I read on my TBR. So no, that's going over there. I do want to keep it, but it's not being read for a while. I want to read this also, but I really wish Hood Feminism. I really wish there was an audiobook, because I don't know that I'd be able to get through it. Non-fiction is hard. Okay, this book, The View Was Exhausting, is coming on holidays with me. Vogue says that it's a perfect summer read, and honestly, I can't wait for that. This is going to be coming with me to Lanzarote, so that is definitely a book I'm excited for. This book, Michelle Gallen's Big Girl Small Town, I tried reading this and I didn't gel well with the narrative. I just found it to be a bit annoying, to be completely on. Oh my god, all the books fell. Okay, well, that's okay. I found it to be a bit annoying, to be completely honest. I'm gonna see if there's an audiobook, because if there's audiobooks to books that I find difficult to read, oftentimes it helps. It is an audiobook. This is gorgeous. I think I might try reading this soon. Look at Felix Ever After. I think I may try reading this soon. What happened to the back of it? Oh my god. It's like crumpled. Anyway, I think I may try reading this soon. I mean, the font of this is also very nice. See, I didn't love I didn't love the other Joan Didion that I read, the White Album. I gave it 3 stars. I didn't love, didn't hate it. I'm trying to see. Wait, can I read something that isn't the foreword? I wanna. Oh my god, how long is this foreword? Crikey, the foreword's that long. Jeepers. Okay. Yes, I'm sold. Certain Hunger, I feel like this could be great. I don't know why I'm thinking this is a summer read. I feel like it absolutely isn't a summer read, but thinking, yeah. I like the idea of this book, and the blurb sounds really interesting. I just don't know, can I read it like that? Like, I just don't like the layout. Genuinely, I'm not sure can I actually read this book. If the font was different, but it's just so bunched together. Okay, there's nothing on that. It's so bunched together. Like, I can't read that. I'm not sure. Okay, that's going into the not sure pile, but not due to the fact that I am uninterested in reading the book. I might be able to get an ebook of that or something. Sort these a bit better and I'll be back. It's looking a bit crazy right now, but I'll be back. So some decisions have been made. I've decided that I'm going to unhaul Paradise because I just know myself. This would be a nightmare for me to read. Unfortunately, I'm unhauling that. Maybe someday I can find a more accessible edition of it to read, but the Fitzcarraldo edition even is not my friend. And I'm also going to pass this to my neighbour. I think I could read it. I could read it, but do I want to read it? I don't think I am. I don't think I do even. I don't think I do want to read it, so gonna pass on that. I actually got a sample audiobook for this to see what helped me decide to make my decision, and it turns out Nicola Coughlan is narrating it and it's pretty good from the sample, so I've gotten the audiobook and this is going to be my first read on my TBR. Now I need to go through the mess that's on my bed and sort through what is actually going to be on my immediate TBR, because there's a number of books that I don't want to get to right now, but I need to count how many that is, because my goal is that I have 10 to 15 books left in my TBR by the end of the year. So I need to see how many is in that pile, because I think there might be more than 15. Here are the 16 books that are not on my immediate TBR. I want to get to them eventually, but not right now. And yes, there is 16 instead of 15, but I'm happy with that because I don't know how many are here yet. I added this to the list because I realised that it's quite short. So we have to go through this and see how many is in that. But these are the 16 books I am happy to not have read by the end of this year. Meaning I have to read all of these. I think it's the 13th of May right now. It's the 13th of May and I've read 44 books. So it is possible. It's just a lot of books to see at once, I guess. But I don't even know how many is there. I have to see. I now present to you my physical TBR for the rest of the year, possibly. I mean, it is subject to change, but these are the books that I really want to read, and then I'm going to make it like a more immediate TBR because this is a lot. So this is 18 books, and then 19 and 20 is up there, our London Lives. That is a book that is probably going to take me forever because it's 500 pages, but these books, this is my immediate one. So this is my summer TBR. All of these books. Then we have the books I want to read for the rest of the year then. And over here we have the books that I will leave unread. So I have my TBR for the next while. So we have Being Various, collection of stories. I feel like that's something I can get in and out of pretty quickly. Oh, also I should probably mention, this is going to be my summer TBR. So all of this read by the end of July. End of August, I should say. End of August. So we've got Being Various, A Certain Hunger. I don't know why I'm like, this is a good book to read during summer, because I feel like it's categorically not a summer book, but anyway. We have Books versus Cigarettes, a collection of essays by George Orwell. This is short, it's to the point, and I just want to read it. We also have The Princess Diaries by Carrie Fisher. Again, I feel like this, I'll speed through a good summer read. This is actually coming on holidays with me. The View was exhausting. I'm bringing my Kindle and then this book. So this is for holidays. This I just started, as we have discussed, I think. Did I say this? I got the audiobook for this, so I'm just going to continue that. Also have Let Me Tell You What I Mean by Joan Didion. The font of this is pretty big. I'm hoping that I can get through it kind of quickly. Same deal for this. It's small, sweet, to the point, and it's some Greek mythology, and I haven't really read that in a while. Then we have the gorgeous Felix Ever After. I don't know, will I actually read this as a physical book? I have the audio because I think it's just too pretty to even touch. That's 9 books. And also that one. 10 books. I can do that. I can do that. Now I need to just put them back on the shelf in an organised way, but that is my TBR. And these are all the books that I have to read. I'm going to show you them all together again. So my immediate TBR is on these bookshelves. I've just added the other 3 books that weren't there already. So I'm now technically currently reading both of these. This is going to be my holiday read, so I'm going to read that in June. And this is so short that I could nearly get it done in a day. I've put the rest of my TBR up here on the top shelf. These 6 books. Now I gotta figure out what I'm doing with these. Because I don't know where I'm putting these or what I'm doing or how I'm organising them. But I shall figure it out. After what feels like forever, I finally have my shelves sorted and my TBR sorted. So I'm going to show you. I talked about potentially moving around my bookshelves a bit, and I didn't really do that at the bottom. However, I've laid the rest of my TBR like this, and then my unread books then are just like so. I may very well surprise myself in terms of how much reading I get done. I might be able to tap into the 16 books that I've put to the side for the year, and kind of accepted that I won't read. I might surprise myself with that. But I'll get through the 19 or 20 that is left, and if I get through all of them, it'll be on to the final few books. I'm excited to get going and ace my TBR for once in my life. It's exciting. It's really exciting. I've just realised, like, it's all just on one bookshelf, on one shelf of the book, which has never been the case. Prior to this, I had book trolleys, but when I first got the book, I was so excited to have space for all of my books, and I think 3 of the shelves were unread books, and I've got it down to 1. So I'm really proud of myself.